at the desk. Jose Quas and Kevin Martier are more than just excellent high school baseball players. They are best friends who have known each other since they were 6 years old. While Quas plays at the Grand Street campus and Martier is at Xaverian, they remain close, and they will get even closer over the next 4 years as they both have committed to play their college baseball at Maryland. Quas batted over 600 last season, and Martier hit over 400. Kevin, though, he's making a change. He's moving to catcher.
Anyone who goes over, I mean, I'm always saying a prayer for them. I'm thankful for them fighting for us, and not too long ago they could be playing baseball, and so I feel like I'm kind of playing baseball for them.
You'd think New Jersey's Tommy Burns has been playing exclusively for his Don Bosco Prep baseball team. I mean, his pitching skills helped the Ironmen win 25 games in a row last year to become ranked 4th in the entire country. But it's another cause affecting our country. That was on Burns' mind as he walked to the mound each and every game. According to a Congressional Service report, last year, 2,788 men and women went abroad to fight for our country, were wounded in battle, and came home. In Tommy's words, he wanted to do something more than just baseball, and we think that's a reason to root for him.
It was January 8, 2008. We were doing a routine patrol outside Samarra, Iraq. Me and my team were clearing an insurgent camp. And as we pushed in, so when we were ambushed, they said there was 50+ insurgents. Myself and another guy were wounded. 3 kids were killed pretty much off the bat. I mean, I was hit 16 times. I took 2 off the head, took a bunch off the chest and the back, and a couple on my arm, which pretty much severed my arm. And then they flew me to Walter Reed, which is in Washington, D.C., and is the Army's main hospital. There I was there for months doing rehab and just trying to get back to normal life and get better.
Walter Reed Army Medical Center has treated 18,000 Americans wounded in Iraq and Afghanistan. That's including wounded soldiers like Hawthorne, New Jersey, Shane Ugliano. The retired sergeant says transitioning back into civilian life after being wounded in battle wasn't so easy, and he needed a little bit of help. Well, he would get that help, but from an unlikely place, the high school baseball diamond.
God gives you a gift, and, you know, you should use it.
The first time Bill Burns realized his son Tommy had a gift.
8th grade. It was March of that spring, and he was getting ready for the season. He couldn't wait to get outside.
I just got on the hill and started throwing, and I threw a cutter.
I thought he went back to fastballs, and he actually threw another cutter, and I wore it.
Hoping to be like Mariano, and I popped him in the nose, and there's a lot of blood, and it wasn't pretty.
Baseball doesn't come without its battle wounds, but it's an accident that proved this arm could one day provide a lot of wins for the Don Bosco Prep baseball team.
Well, we were 25-0. We were ranked 4th in the country. This year I went 9-0. I pitched 45 innings and had 63 strikeouts.
Tommy Burns, as just a junior, was winning battles here. But beyond the baseball diamond, Burns says it's been the real battles that have affected his family.
A little bit of a history of military service. Going back to World War II, his mother's father was in North Africa and was captured and did a year almost in a German POW camp in northern Italy. I had 2 uncles. One was a paratrooper and one was in Fort for Patton. My dad was in Korea. His brother was in Vietnam. Karen's brother was in Vietnam.
Well, my cousin Greg, he's the most recent. He's a Marine. He served in Afghanistan.
We're over there to try to support the community and stuff like that and better them.
He signed up for another tour.
It's a fear for family safety that follows Burns to the mound.
Every strikeout I got, well, we went out and found sponsors. I just wanted to do something greater than just throwing a baseball.
So Tommy Burns did something brilliant. He learned of a nonprofit called Wounded Warriors, which provides aid to our wounded veterans. And he decided to use his skills here on the mound to benefit the organization. And so the aptly titled Strikeouts for Warriors was born. It allowed people to sponsor Tommy Burns for every strikeout he threw just by logging online. And so wins for the Don Bosco baseball team now became wins for our wounded veterans like Shane Ugliano. I feel like a lot of people don't know what Wounded Warriors Project is, so how would you tell people what it is?
When I was at Walter Reed, there was this guy just walking around handing out backpacks full of t-shirts, underwear, sweatpants, shorts, socks, and they had the Wounded Warrior logo on it, and he just came around and he was handing out, I think some had iPods in it too, And socks and underwear are awesome in the hospital.
They may be small donations, but they made a big impact on Ugliano. And Tommy Burns soon realized that sometimes the little things really do add up.
We actually had a $10 donation per strikeout, and I was kind of amazed. I was like, $10? Like, does that guy know what he did?
It's real hard to give your time and efforts, and especially it put himself on a spotlight too, knowing he had to get these strikeouts.
You got to root for him, even if you're from DePaul or St. Joe's or anything like that. You got to root for the kids.
If you're rooting for me, thank you, but if you definitely just root for this.
So thank you again for your support.
Well, we put together a beefsteak dinner for this project. I was just surprised that he was so grateful for something that I did when everyone should be grateful for what he did.
To help out the country, you don't have to help, you don't have to volunteer to go fight in the war. You can help the veterans coming home. I mean, these guys, myself included, we're coming home, PTSD and injuries and missing limbs.
Anyone who goes over, I mean, I'm always saying a prayer for them. I'm thankful for them fighting for us, and not too long ago they could be playing baseball. And so I feel like I'm kind of playing baseball for them. 9-0, I felt like I went 30-0 this year.
It was a season of 63 strikeouts, and for Tommy Burns, countless thank yous thrown to those who have fought abroad and now fight at home every day. Do you feel like you've accomplished, though, what you set out to do when you started to take on this initiative?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I was hoping to raise like $1 million, but I mean, that'd be tough. But we still have next year, so who knows?
And speaking of next year, you can sponsor Tommy Burns when he takes the mound once again next spring season to raise money for the Wounded Warriors Foundation. For that website and for more on the story of Tommy Burns, read my latest article on MSUvarsity.com.
Still to come on the desk, these girls from Staples are getting out of the pool and into the Sound. We'll explain how the ladies are helping out those that are less fortunate.